I love we can see ourselves in like the viewfinder now, so I'm just like staring at us. Gorgeous.
Welcome back to another episode of Entreprenwhores.
Yes.
Hi.
Sorry.
She's burping and I'm Ruby Rose.
Hi, I'm Larry Rose.
I'm Ruby Rose and we are the Entreprenwhores.
I'm Larry Rose. I'm delirious right now.
That was the most chaotic entrance ever.
Yeah, because we're breaking stigma.
And being slay.
That's the first time I've remembered it. Slay.
So, today's episode, we are going to talk about...
me. We're going to talk about like obsession with Onlyfans girls.
And just obsession sort of in general as well.
Yeah.
Like how the internet has allowed people to be fucking insane with zero repercussions.
Like obsessive idolizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff like that really. Because it happens to people a lot more than you'd think. And like it crosses a lot more boundaries than... like a normal person would be okay with. Mm-hmm. And like because we're OnlyFans girls and we put our bodies all over the internet, apparently we're just meant to accept stalkers.
Like it's a given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just kind of want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's today's episode. Goodbye.
Yeah. And just like being obsessed with just content creators and general fan behavior
to the extremes. Yeah, because you've had some crazy stories, haven't you, of like people being insane.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me?
Oh my God.
Share with the class.
Do you know what? I have not talked about this because I was so scared. This is the first time I've talked about it, like dead ass, but it's been enough time now has passed, I think. I think it'll be coming to 2 years it's probably like 2 years, yeah. So like enough time has passed where I don't feel like this person's going to do anything to me. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So I can't talk about it. But oh my God, like, I think it was like when I was like, I still had my old TikTok account.
Yeah.
So this girl had like found me. And it turns out she was actually like mutual friends with one of my exes from like her hometown.
Oh my God.
Like vaguely though.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just got like really obsessed with me. And she was just like, I had to file a police report because it was just like insane. Because I thought she was gonna like turn up to my work or like do something.
What was she doing?
She was just like spamming me with so many messages and voice notes. But it was like very like...
on Instagram?
Yeah, across a few platforms. But it was just like insane. But she started like spamming my friends as well and sending them voice notes. But it was just like insane, saying like how we were together and me and her were like in love. And she would talk about me as if like she would call me like her twin flame, like I was like her soulmate.
But you didn't know her?
No, I'd never spoken to her in my life. But it was like in like the way she was speaking was just like
so erratic.
Yeah, like it was just a bit scary. And yeah, it was, I don't know, it just went on for like quite a long time. But because obviously it's like public where I worked at the time, like Coyote, like I honestly thought that she was going to come down at one point. But I think it like hit its head. Like it was like Christmas Day and she'd made a bunch of videos like threatening to kill me.
No.
Like, on TikTok, it was all public. Like, it wasn't, like, to me. Like, she kept making, like, public videos. I'm getting ahead of myself, actually. Like, before that, she literally got sectioned. I've not thought about this. Like, my brain is, like, rusty on the information. But before she threatened to kill me, she got sectioned. And she was making videos in a mental hospital talking about me. All public on TikTok. Like, it wasn't...
No.
Yeah, and she kept making new accounts. Because, like... they would like get deleted or whatever, and then she'd make another account and they would just be constant rambling about me and her twin flame and like how we were in love. And she's like, I'm sectioned because of my twin flame, like showing her in a mental hospital. I still have like all the evidence like on like a laptop somewhere. Like it was insane.
Oh my God. What was she saying? Like, what was like in the videos? Like when she's saying she wants to kill you. Like,
I'm trying to think. Like when she threatened to kill me, I think it was because I'd like tweeted about the fact that I had someone who like wouldn't leave me alone, and it was like scaring me, and I was like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
And she'd seen it, and she got really angry because I'd like kind of called her out. I didn't say her name or anything. I just said like, this person won't leave me alone.
Yeah.
And she just got so angry about it, and she was like, I think she like threatened to like smash my head in or something like on Christmas Day.
Oh my God.
But it was just so scary, and I had to take it to the police because I was because she was that erratic. I didn't know if she would actually try and kill me. I think she had like a criminal record as well.
Really?
Yeah, because obviously like my ex knew who she was. So she was like, yeah, she's like had a lot of trouble with like, I think the police in the past. So I was like, she genuinely could have done something to me.
That's so insane though, that she was literally sectioned and like she was so public about what she was doing.
Yeah.
And nobody thought we should probably check on the girl that she's harassing.
I didn't know you could have your phone when you're sectioned. But apparently you can. But it was, yeah, she was literally sectioned because of me. Apparently she was sectioned because of me, because afterwards, I think my ex had like found more information out.
Yeah.
And they said like, it was because she was just being so like insanely delusional. Like, this bitch got sectioned because of me. Like,
we're not laughing at that.
No, but like,
how insane it is.
It was really scary. And then like at the end, I've not heard from her since. She fell off the face of the earth. Like, I've not seen her on anything. Not that I've really like looked at her too much, but like she has not contacted me once since.
Really?
Yeah, after I filed that police report. Like, I think they went to her house.
Yeah.
So they did take it seriously, to be fair. Because it is considered as like harassment.
Because they don't normally take things like that seriously, do they?
Yeah, not always. But I think because it was like
maybe
prolonged harassment over a while, and then she also like threatened me.
And because she had a history.
And it was public.
Yeah.
And these videos, I'm not even saying it's like one video. It was like multiple videos, and they'd be like 3 minutes long. It was just like constant uploading. Like, there was so many videos. It was like a spam. I think she was like tagging like my friends in the comments as well. Like,
insane.
It was crazy. But I was genuinely so scared.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. Because I think around that time, like, I'd had like issues with like, I think I had like my money stolen. Do you remember? And like, I thought someone had hacked into my phone, and I literally thought it was her.
Yeah.
I was like so scared. I remember like sitting in my house. I was like frozen because I was like so scared, and I had to get someone to come pick me up and like go over to someone's house because I was so scared. You just never know what people are capable of, especially when they're like that obsessed.
And the thing is, as well as, is like, because it was public knowledge, like where you worked, she could have literally just gone to your work, waited for you to finish work, and followed you home.
Yeah. That was like a fear at one point. I was like, I don't know if she's going to turn up.
Yeah.
Because she didn't live like close, but you just like never know.
Well, with people that insane,
Then she might travel. Yeah. I wonder how she's doing. I wonder if she's like recovered. Like, clearly she was very unwell.
There's obviously a lot of mental health issues there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think she was like blowing up my ex as well. It was just a whole thing. I've like kind of like blocked out my brain, to be honest.
That's
like,
a lot
I can't
of
remember
trauma.
like intricate detail because it was just like so stressful.
Jesus Christ. We're like 10 minutes in and I'm flabbergasted.
Have I not told you this before?
No.
I think it's because I was just so... I literally completely like blocked out my brain because it was just like so scary.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're like trying to enjoy like Christmas Day, and you have like some girl threatening to murder you because you don't fancy her. It's always women for me though. I had someone stalk me before, actually in real life, a woman. When I was like big on TikTok, this was like maybe like 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
But she would come to my workplace, and I did a meet and greet once, and she showed up, and she was just like sat like nearby, but it was just really odd. Like, she kept like showing up, but she would just like stare at me the whole time. It's always women for me. Like, I don't think I've had issues with stalking with men. Like, it's been women.
Yeah.
I've had problems with like harassment.
I've not been stalked as such. I have been like stalked online, I suppose.
Yeah.
But like, I've had a lot of harassment from women online and in person as well.
Yeah.
Like going back like ages ago, there was some girl that was like super obsessed with me, and like we had like mutual friends, but we like didn't know each other, and I remember I tweeted something saying like social media is really toxic, and because it fucking is.
Yeah.
And then that kick-started about 3 or 4 years worth of harassment from this one girl.
Because you said social media was toxic.
And she replied to it saying, "Why are you constantly posting then?" She didn't follow me. We weren't friends.
It was just someone completely random.
No, we had mutual friends.
Oh.
But we weren't friends, and she didn't follow me. So she'd gone onto my Twitter, seen that I'd posted that, and then replied to my tweet.
Why did that trigger her?
And then it literally triggered like so much shit. Like I have like screenshot after screenshot, had to file like police reports because it was like so intense. Like it was literally non-stop.
What?
And she was like so obsessed with me. Like anything I posted, anything I did, she'd put like 3-4 tweets up about me. Like it was insane.
Would she like name you?
Yeah, she would screenshot all my things and like repost it on her account and be like blah 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 blah, like this dumb shit. Like when I went to the police, she like put on her Snapchat story like Ruby Rose feels easier after going to the police, but we all know she was easy anyway. That was like 4 years ago.
What does that even fucking mean? That
I
doesn't
still
make any
remember
sense.
it because it was like so insane. Do you know what I mean? Like it was so crazy, and like it was literally just because of that. And then
That
it
one tweet.
turned into this like whole thing.
That's so like
then
random.
I
Did you reply
had-
to her like initial?
Yeah, I was like, why do you
Tweet.
care?
Oh right, yeah. Like why do you?
Because like, why do you care?
Why do you
But yeah,
care?
I have like so many screenshots, like so many wild things that she said, and like obviously for a while I would like respond to it. Like I reached a point where I was like so exhausted with it, I was like starting to respond to it because I was just like, you're a crazy bitch, like go away,
Leave me alone. Leave
like,
Brittany alone.
Leave Brittany alone. Like genuinely, I was like, just go away.
Yeah.
Like you don't like me. Block me, do you know what I mean? Like, and I had her blocked on everything, and she was still viewing all my stuff and screenshotting it and reposting it.
Mad.
And, yeah, it was crazy. And then I had like a bunch of stuff happen where I had like articles blow up about me. And she would go into, like, anytime anything about me blew up, she would go and find it and she would comment, like, really nasty things about me and spread, like, really untrue, like, awful, like...
What, like on the article?
On the articles, like, in the comments.
Oh, shut up.
And like, so if the article was, like, shared onto Facebook, she'd, like, comment loads of times on it, like, really horrible things.
Like what?
That, like, weren't true. I don't even want to say.
Oh, is it
was,
that
like,
bad?
so
Wait,
bad.
no way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
Yeah. But yeah, so she is just like saying like crazy ass things about me that I'm just like not even going to talk about. Do you know what I mean? Because like it actually was just insane,
like,
the things that she was saying.
damaging shit to say.
Yeah. But it was just difficult because we had like a lot of mutual friends.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people didn't really see like the extent to which she was going. So they were just kind of like, meh, you know, it is what it is. Like she's just being a bit weird. And then like other people were very like, no, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, because you don't know what people are capable of. And
Yeah.
also if you like live
was, like,
near each
insane.
other, like
Yeah.
you just don't know what can happen.
And then she was also like messaging my boyfriend at the time and like saying like awful things, and yeah, it was just like constant harassment and like her just like watching everything I did. Like it was just insane.
Does
And
she
it was,
still watch everything?
I think so, yeah. A couple years, I think it was when I first moved up here. So like literally moved across the fucking country, bitch. And I remember it was when I got Chip, and there were like very coincidentally timed tweets about dogs and certain breeds. And I was
Stop.
like, give it a fucking
People
rest.
did that to me when I got my dog.
Yeah.
Why do people care so
Like,
much?
give it a fucking rest.
Yeah,
Like,
let it go.
Literally moved across the country, like 3-4 years on from when that whole fucking shit
That's a long
started.
time as well.
And you're still thinking about me. Babe, you love me. You are in love with me.
Maybe she wants to be with you.
I think she wants to fucking be me.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was insane. Like, the whole thing was just so crazy. And, like, it was very scary as well, because, like, the insane thing is, like, that wasn't even when I, like, had a big following. That was just, like, me existing. And she just,
just,
she
like,
just
a
was,
random girl.
Yeah, insane. And then I've had, like, a similar sort of thing with, like, other people as well, like, in, like, recent times, where, like, it's just kind of the same sort of behavior where, like, they've just decided to be obsessed with me and, like, hate me and, like, I even fucking know them.
It's just so horrible, though.
Yeah, it's very strange how...
It's such a waste of energy. Like, why are you
Yeah.
wasting your time shitting on someone else when you could be investing that time back into yourself? Like, people like that will never do well.
No.
They will always fail.
I think a lot of that, though, like, they know. I think that's why they feel so strongly about people like me and you who are successful and like they've done well for themselves and like they know who they are. I think that's why we get a lot of hate online, because a lot of people are very insecure and very jealous, and they know that they would never ever be at the same standard as like we are.
It's because they can't be themselves.
Yeah, yeah, which I think is really sad. Like when you sit and think about it and you think like, God, like you're a man who literally has children and like you're sitting online and you're like commenting random hate on like girls' posts and like coming back to the post and like commenting like 3 days later like to continue the argument. It's like, go for a walk.
Touch some grass.
Take the dogs out. Like, do you know what I mean?
I just don't respond to it anymore because I used to, but then I was like, this is what they want. Like a lot of these people need attention, and like they need the attention, and it's like, I'm not going to give that to you because then you're winning.
Yeah, because sometimes guys will like comment, and sometimes women as well, they'll comment like horrible things because they know it's the only way to get a response.
Yeah.
So like
when someone told me that, it changed my perspective because I was like, why are people so mean?
Yeah.
And then someone told me like, no, it's because they literally need like your response. Like they're not going to get a response otherwise, are they?
Misery loves company.
Yeah, because you're not going to respond unless it's something mean. And I was like, oh my God, so true.
Yeah.
So I just don't respond to anything.
Yeah.
Or I'll respond and be nice back.
Yeah.
Like sometimes if like a guy's being mean to me, I'll literally be like, love you, daddy. And then normally like the response is like, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they literally love it. They're like so happy then. I'm like, that's all they wanted. They just wanted to be called daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do that on Facebook loads, don't you?
Yeah. I don't really do much anymore. Like I don't really look.
Yeah, the thing is I like to challenge it sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
Because I think it's important to like challenge, because a lot of people just say things mindlessly. Like a lot of people will just give you mindless hate and they don't even understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, as soon as you question them, a lot of them just resort to calling you like a filthy whore or like a dirty sly, like shut up, you don't even have an opinion. You do OnlyFans, your opinion's void.
Yeah.
Like they just straight up like don't have an actual argument. It's like as soon as you like question them on it, like I just think it's important because like you questioning someone being like so hateful might just make them stop and think for 5 minutes. Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. And like that could make all the difference. Do you know what I mean? So like that's why I try to like challenge people in a way that's like non-confrontational, unless they're being a fucking idiot. Then sometimes I just troll. But like I try and do it in like a very like level way.
Yeah.
So it's like you do realize,
to like start a conversation.
Yeah, because like sometimes people will just say stupid things. Like for example, people will say stupid things like OnlyFans girls like don't have like the right to have an opinion. I just literally reply with why.
Why though? Why do you think that?
And then it will be like a whole spiel about like self-respect and like self-worth and all this shit. And it'll be like a whole paragraph. And then I'll just reply with something like, but who defines what self-worth is? Yeah. And then that'll be a whole different thing. Do you know what I mean? Because like when you break it down, none of these people know what the fuck they're saying. They have no idea what they're saying.
It's like they've just been indoctrinated to think a certain way, and it's like open your mind a little bit.
100%.
Like, literally, like morality is subjective, and it like differs from person to person. Like my moral is probably different to yours in certain ways. Like everyone comes from like different walks of life. Why do you have like moral superiority over someone else?
Yeah, exactly.
Who says you're right?
Yeah, exactly. It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think social media has like given people a platform to be like a way to be like so insanely obsessive and like hateful and negative with absolutely zero repercussions.
And like fan culture is insane.
Yeah.
You know how like Doja Cat talks about it and how like she says like people shouldn't be obsessed with other people like that. Like you can appreciate someone's art and like what they do, but that doesn't mean you need to be like obsessed with everything that they are like as a person.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I remember, because like I'm a K-pop stan. I have a BTS tattoo.
Yeah.
But I remember when one of the band members of BTS first got tattoos. I think he got some tattoos on his hand and his wrist. And K-pop singers or like artists, they didn't used to be allowed to have like tattoos or anything like that. I think you had to get to like a certain age or like something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with that. But I also think it was like because you had to look a very like specific way. But yeah, anyway, he got these tattoos, and every single part of like the tattoo meant something to him, and it's like a specific layout that like meant something to him.
Yeah.
And loads of fans went and got like the exact replica of it. And the exact same thing happened with Ariana Grande when she got like hand tattoos. People went and like copied the exact replica. And you just think like, that's insane.
So
like,
it's something that's like personal to them.
Yeah, like, because I don't know. I think if you get a tattoo, like if you got a tattoo of Ariana Grande, I think that's a bit different because it's like, you love her.
Yeah.
You know. Whereas if you get something that they've got, like they've got that for a reason.
A good artist wouldn't copy someone else's tattoos anyway. Like that's a bad tattoo artist.
Very bad.
That is like a big no
Yeah.
in like the tattoo community.
100%.
So you're a shit tattoo artist.
Yeah.
If you're doing that anyway.
Yeah. But like it is crazy how like obsessed people get.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think people have copied mine. I think some of mine like come from inspo of like some other people's, but they're not the same.
a few people have copied mine, but that's because some of mine are like designs that would be copied.
Yeah.
So like my dragon one, like Haku, is from Spirited Away. So other people like Spirited Away, you know?
Yeah,
So
I was
it's
going to
just-
get one of those here.
Yeah. But I've had people be like, oh, I really want to get that dragon tattoo. And I'm like, do you know what it's from? And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
You don't even know. Name one anime film.
No, but genuinely.
For real.
It's mad though, because you'd think that like the hate would be like specific, wouldn't you? So like the hate I get from women often comes from their own insecurities. Do you find that as well? Like you don't really get hate from women, you get hate from men, don't you?
Women love me. I think
Yeah.
like I'm for the female gays. Like
Yeah.
I'm for the girls and the gays. That's it. Like I think I appeal to women more, so I think that's probably why.
I think a lot of hate that women give are because of their own insecurities.
I get hate in real life sometimes. Then people also really
Yeah.
like me. It's like a mix.
Yeah.
But like I know like sometimes in the street like women will start on me or stare at
Really?
me funny. Yeah. I conjure like a negative reaction out of people often. Like just walking around.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it's because I have a lot of tattoos and I'm like really sexy and like have huge tits
Yeah,
and like
that's crazy.
yeah, I know people in the street, but it depends where I am. Like Cardiff, for example, like people do react to me. It just depends like where I am.
That's
I blend a lot
mad.
more in London, but
Yeah, I don't really get, I've never had like real life hate from people. This is the crazy thing as well, is I always think like it's so insane, the things that people will say and do online and like post online. It's absolutely insane. And then when it comes to seeing you in person, they won't even fucking look at you.
yeah. What you gonna do?
Like I just find it
Let's go then.
It's so mad though, isn't it? Because it's like you
Yeah.
would never fucking say that to me if you were stood in front of me. So why are you commenting it?
It's just embarrassing, really, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like you're all talk. Like, come on.
There was a guy, do you remember there was that guy that was like super obsessed, not even necessarily with both of us, I think it just happened to be that
Do you know
both
what
of us, but
happened
it was with loads of other people.
Yeah, so someone had posted about this guy
Yeah.
on, I think it was on Facebook, and I just checked because I was like, oh, I wonder if he's following me, because apparently he like doxes people or like messages their family of sex workers like specifically. So I was like, oh, okay, let me see if he follows me, and he followed me on every single account that I had. So I was like, okay, I didn't know that, so I just like blocked him off every account, and he literally harasses. Like, I get messages about it frequently, like, from, like, random people that follow me. Because he's just
Really?
gone to message them in hopes that I'll see it. Just saying, like, this guy's asking, will you unblock him? But it's constant, and it's, like, anyone you can think of.
That's crazy.
People I don't even follow, that's the thing. He'll, like,
Yeah.
message people constantly. He hasn't messaged, like, my family, but I don't think he would know.
I think
But he followed you
people-
as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he followed, because you were here, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were here and he followed me, and then he started like commenting loads of things on my post, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then, so I just blocked him on Instagram immediately, like within minutes. He had gone to my Facebook, found my Facebook, and commented like, will you unblock me on Instagram? Unblock me on Instagram. Please
Yeah.
unblock me on Instagram. Like multiple times, like 4 or 5 times. So I was like, fucking hell. So then I just went and found every single account under that name and blocked it on every single account that I had. But even in the time that it had taken me to do that, he'd followed some of the accounts and commented in that time.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's just insane.
Yeah.
Like, there's obviously a problem there. Do you know what I mean? There's obviously a mental health problem there because that's not how,
like,
you know,
I don't think he means any harm. I just don't quite understand why he does that. And it's constant. It doesn't stop either. But I found tweets that like dated back from years and years and years ago of like a guy saying that he was like harassing him.
Yeah.
And it was a guy.
There's a guy.
Yeah, but there's like loads of tweets
Maybe
about
he
him.
just-
But this has gone on for years.
Maybe he just does not have any understanding of like social cues.
Yeah.
Or like social norms. Like,
Yeah.
because some people that have like certain like difficulties, they just have completely no understanding of it, do they?
Yeah.
So like they don't understand that.
So
Like,
I mean, like, I don't
do
think
that.
he means harm, but it's just like,
Yeah.
it is a bit scary if he's like messaging people's family, like how you finding some of these
100%.
people.
Yeah. Because a lot of sex workers as well use like different names. Like obviously we don't. Like we just
Yeah.
use, we just raw dog that shit.
We just wanted to fuck up our entire life forever, basically. Infamous slay.
But yeah, a lot of sex workers use like different names. So it's like if he's going out of his way to find people's families and message them, like this is the thing that people don't realize. They're like, people are insane.
I find it really weird when people make like loads of fake profiles and just like fucking stalk the shit out of people. But like constantly. I just find that so bizarre.
Yeah.
And also if someone's like blocked you and then you're making fake profiles to still like check on them, I find that really strange too. You're like, I do that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, no.
I was just thinking like,
Really
yeah.
odd. Wasn't Twitter going to take away the block feature? I saw that.
Were they?
Yeah.
Why?
Or X. I don't know. Apparently they were going to take it away and just mute people instead.
What the fuck?
But like, that's scary.
Yeah. 'Cause
Like, I
then
feel
you
like
can't get
you
rid
should
of
be able
people.
to block people.
Yeah.
'Cause people are scary.
Yeah, people are scary.
I don't want everyone having access to my shit. I love blocking people.
Yeah.
I block people all the time.
Yeah.
Even if it's something so minor, if someone just messages me and I don't like the way they're speaking, I'm like, bye. Block.
I love waiting until I know someone's like mid-paragraph.
Oh
That's
my God.
block.
Yes. That is my fave.
Restricting people is really fun as well because they don't know they've been restricted
What, on OnlyFans?
on Instagram.
Instagram.
Because you can restrict someone and they can still comment on your stuff and see all your posts, but nobody else can see it apart from you and them. But they don't know.
Oh.
So I do it all the time to people. People will be leaving like paragraph after paragraph after
And it's
paragraph.
like, no one's seeing that, babe.
Nobody's seeing it.
You're just wasting your time, babe. Which you were anyway.
Yeah. But I just find it really funny if like people just being an ass and I'm like trying to talk to them and like reason out what they're saying and
Yeah.
they're just like continuously being an ass. I'll just restrict them. And like I just find it really funny.
Yeah. It is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
You're done.
You're done. Yeah. I just don't get the obsession with like hating OnlyFans girls though, for real.
Yeah, it's very strange.
And the harassment, like the insane harassment.
Insane.
It's not even like a little bit, like it's, you just know like people.
No
just,
other community gets like harassed like that.
I feel like that's a bold statement.
No, it's in like...
Retract. We get discriminated against the most.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. And I'll say this till I die. People don't have an issue with porn. They have an issue with OnlyFans. Girls.
Yeah, not
Only
men.
girls. They never ever talk about men in the comment section. It's only girls.
Every time. Yeah. It's insane because, like, the porn industry was created by men. Mm-hmm. And now women have decided to find a way of, like, profiting off of that. And now it's an issue.
Yeah. It's the entitlement.
But it's also weird because a lot of guys, like, fantasize about the whole OnlyFans girl thing. Like, I've dated people that have been obsessed with the idea of me like doing OnlyFans and like,
Really?
oh, it's so hot and like all this stuff. And then when we start dating, they're like so fucking controlling and like didn't want me to do anything that I was doing on OnlyFans. And I was just like, oh, okay, so you just wanted a fucking trophy wife.
Yeah.
Like, you just wanted me to sit there and look
They
pretty.
wanted the fantasy, but they didn't like the in reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously those relationships never fucking lasted. Because, like, Jesus, you know, like, that's my job.
Yeah.
But it's so strange how it's, like, this fantasy around...
Because, like, people think that we struggle to, like, date, and it's just, like,
No.
not true at all.
No.
Like, I have absolutely no problem dating. It's just,
Yeah.
like, some people are insane. Or, like, they'll meet you and, like, they'll be like, oh, I want to take you out of this. I want to take you away from this. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, as if
I
it's,
didn't
like...
fucking ask, bruv.
Yeah, it's like as if it's something that's, like, so horrific and, like...
Bye.
Wow. It's, like, so horrific and it's, like, you know... Oh, my God, like, I can't believe that you do that. Like, oh, I'm so poor you. You know, but it's like, oh, did you
But
ever...
they still want to date you
Yeah.
at the same time. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, did you ever consider that I chose to do this?
I had a guy like that recently, and I was just like, what is happening? Like, you're the one actively wanting to speak to me, bro.
Yeah.
And like, but you clearly have a problem with what I do.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. But you still want to date me at the same time. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change for you.
No. It's not me, it's you.
Yeah.
Going back to what you said about, like, OnlyFans girls, the amount of hate that OnlyFans girls specifically receive is absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You need to be so strong and like so sure of yourself to do this.
It's unbelievable. Like, there are so many things that I post that have absolutely nothing to do with OnlyFans. Like, absolutely nothing. No reference to it. Like, so separate from it.
Yeah.
And people will still comment and have whole ass arguments in my comment section about OnlyFans. And it's like, oh, even the water bottle was shocked. And it's like, you know, I just go away. If you don't like us,
Leave.
simply go away.
But they do like us, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why are they there?
Yeah.
How have you found me? Because the algorithm is pushing it to you because you engage with this type of content. So
That's the funny thing, though.
You're a fan.
I always think it's so funny when people like repetitively comment hate, because I like notice the same names, like repetitively commenting like negative things. And I always just think it's really funny because I just think like you are saying that you absolutely despise my content and everything that I stand for, but you choose to go out of your way and take time out of your day to comment these things on my profile, so it keeps coming up.
yeah.
So you keep seeing me. And it's like...
It's because they're commenting on their left hand and fucking...
wanking with their
having
right.
a wanking sesh with their right.
Yeah. On that happy note, we're going to end the episode. But yeah, that's... we covered a lot in there. Your crazy stalker, my crazy stalker. Stalkers.
No more stalkers, please.
No more. Okay, we're drawing the line.
Yeah.
The line...
It's drawn.
drawn. Don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just be aware of how scary it can be.
Internet safety. Yeah.
But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this episode
Yes.
and enjoyed our tea.
Yes.
And yeah.
Comment if you've had like any experiences like that.
Yeah.
Like, with harassment online or just like, I don't know, people being obsessed and
I've seen a lot, to be
wild.
fair, I've seen a lot of sex workers experience very similar sorts of things with people that like will not leave them alone.
Anyway, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching this video.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Breaking stigma and being slay.